Imagine waking up one day and realizing that instead of living fully, much of your dreams and goals have been postponed due to repeated choices. This reflection is powerful because it confronts us with a stark reality. The time we believe we have is not guaranteed. Procrastination is like slowly building a sandbar that blocks the flow of the river of life, hindering our progress and the opportunity for fulfillment. Every postponed choice carries an invisible but powerful consequence that spreads into all areas of our existence. Buddha teaches us that the present moment is all we truly have, and living in it is the key to breaking free from this cycle of delay that often prevents us from reaching our true potential. Visualize a tranquil lake with waters as smooth as a mirror reflecting the sky and the trees around it. Now, imagine a leaf slowly falling from a tree, gently swirling in the air before touching the water's surface. When it lands, small ripples form, spreading across the entire lake. That leaf represents our delayed decisions, seemingly harmless choices that, over time, create profound impacts in our lives. Think about a recent moment when you postponed something important, perhaps a crucial conversation, a significant project, or even a small step toward your goals. What was truly holding you back from taking action? The answer may lie in hidden emotions, fear of failure, perfectionism, or attachment to comfort zones. By exploring these internal barriers, we can learn to transform them into catalysts for action and growth. In doing so, we not only achieve material progress, but also forge a deeper connection with our true selves. In a small monastery, nestled in the mountains, a young apprentice named Tenzin was tasked with keeping an oil lamp burning throughout the night. This seemingly simple task symbolized the practice of mindfulness, one of the pillars of Buddhist teachings. At first, Tenzin approached his duty with enthusiasm, but as the night progressed, he became distracted. "I have time," he thought. "I can add more oil later." Lost in his thoughts and future plans, he eventually realized too late that the flame had gone out. In the morning, the master asked why the lamp was extinguished. Ashamed, Tenzin admitted his negligence. The master responded, "Procrastination is like this extinguished flame. Every moment lost is an opportunity for illumination that cannot be recovered. Remember, the future is uncertain, but the present is always within your reach. Act now and light your path." This story teaches us that by postponing our actions, we not only waste time but also miss the chance to cultivate wisdom and purpose. Every moment of mindfulness not only prevents errors, but also strengthens our connection to the present. Another story is about Ravi, a merchant known for his ambition to build a store that would become renowned throughout the region. He often shared his grand plans with enthusiasm, but instead of taking action, spent his days dreaming and waiting for the perfect moment. One day, Ravi encountered a traveling monk and, as usual, described his vision. The monk listened patiently, and after a pause asked, "What if you only had 1 year to live? How would you achieve this dream?" The question caught him off guard, revealing the illusion that there would always be enough time. The monk then said, "The future is like the wind, unpredictable and fleeting. The present, however, is the soil where you can sow your accomplishments." Inspired, Ravi began taking small daily actions and, over time, turned his dreams into reality. This narrative reminds us that waiting for the ideal moment often paralyzes us, while even the smallest action creates the momentum for change. Daily, incremental steps build paths that ultimately lead to our greatest achievements. These stories illustrate the insidious nature of procrastination, which stems from both disconnection from the present and the illusion of control over the future. Buddha's teachings offer tools to break this cycle, starting with the understanding that the ego often fuels our fear of action. The ego, with its insecurities and need for validation, creates excuses like, "I'm not ready," or "I need more time," indefinitely delaying our initiatives. But Buddha reminds us that failure is part of learning, and embracing our vulnerability is an act of courage that clears the way for progress. Progress that is only possible when we confront our fears and allow ourselves to grow through experience. Another essential teaching of Buddha is about the masks we wear to protect ourselves or please others. These masks often hide the fear of being judged or rejected, trapping us in a cycle of delay. He said, "Truth is not something to be attained, but something to be revealed." By removing these masks and embracing our authenticity, we can act with freedom and intentionality, unhindered by the chains of perfectionism. This freedom enables us to explore our true potential without fear of external opinions. Impermanence is another fundamental pillar of Buddha's teachings. Everything is constantly changing, and believing that there will always be more time is a dangerous trap. Every moment lost is an irretrievable opportunity. Buddha said, "The present moment is the only one you truly possess." This wisdom encourages us to act now, making the most of the tools and resources available in the present instead of waiting for ideal conditions. Acting in the present also allows us to create an immediate impact in our lives and in the lives of those around us, fostering meaningful transformations. The flow of life, compared by Buddha to a constantly moving river, also teaches us to abandon the wait for the perfect moment. We procrastinate when we try to control the uncontrollable, but true transformation occurs when we embrace uncertainty and act even amidst chaos. Finally, Buddha teaches us about the practice of self-compassion. When we procrastinate, it is common to judge ourselves harshly, creating a cycle of guilt that perpetuates the delay. Self-compassion allows us to recognize our failures without judgment, replacing guilt with constructive questions like, "What can I do right now to move forward, even if it's a small step?" Small daily steps, sustained by self-compassion, pave a consistent path to overcoming challenges. Before we conclude, I invite you to reflect deeply. What have you been postponing that you can start today? How can Buddha's teachings transform your perspective on time and action? Remember that every choice made in the present shapes the future you wish to create. Procrastination does not define who you are. It is merely a habit that can be transformed with intention, courage, and conscious action. Thank you for dedicating your time to this reflection, and I hope we meet again on our next journey of learning and inspiration. If this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more insights like this.